So now we will discuss about RLC parallel circuit. So as usual, like your RL and RC parallel circuit. So here in our RC and RL parallel circuit, there we have taken one resistance and one inductance connected in parallel, or else one resistor, one capacitor connected in parallel. Now while coming to the RLC, so here we are considering the three parameters, that is, this is my R, I am taking this is R, okay, and it is connected in parallel with L, okay, this is my L, okay, again it is connected in parallel with capacitor C, so this is capacitor C. So these three are connected in parallel, okay, and these three are connected in parallel, and it is excited by external AC source. So this is my AC source, okay, R, L, C, three are connected in parallel. So this is AC source V. So because of this V, we have some total current I, okay, this is dividing into, this is a one node, it is dividing into three currents, okay, here and here and here, okay. So here in this, whatever it may be the current, this is, I am taking it as a IR, okay, this is IL, and this one is IC, okay. These are the three currents, IR, IL and IC, okay. This is my total current I bar. Now let us take, let V be the reference vector, let V be the reference vector. When the let V be the reference vector, now I can say, just now I into R is our current through the resistor, okay, that is, we have taken V bar by R, okay. So when we have taken V as a reference, we will consider V at an angle 0 degree by R, okay. Now 1 by R already we know that I am taking it as a V into G, okay, this is angle 0 degree. Now what is this? This is I into current through the resistor at angle 0 degrees. Now I can write that I into L. So not I into L, this is IL, current through the inductor. So current through the inductor, we already know that this is V bar by J into XL, J into XL. So this is how we can write V at an angle 0 degrees, okay, by, with the help of J, we can write J notation XL at an angle 90 degrees, okay. This will become V into XL, I am writing it as a BL, okay, at an angle minus 90 degrees. Why? Because if you come to the angle numerator, that will take minus. Now what this is? This is IL at an angle minus 90 degrees, okay. Now we need to consider IC, that is my capacitance current. So IC, that is VC by V by minus JXC, minus J into XC. So this is, I can write V at an angle 0 degrees by, okay, XC at an angle minus 90, okay. This is V. So 1 by XC, I am taking this as a BC. If you take the angle, this will become plus 90 degrees, okay. So what this is? This is IL at an angle plus 90 degrees we got. Sorry, IC. this is IC at an angle plus 90 degrees. Now we got three currents. We got the three currents IR, IL and IC. We got the three currents here. So where it is? So we got the three currents here. Here we got the three currents IL, IC and IR. IL, IC and IR. So here this point, at this particular point, entering current is I bar and IR, IL, IC are the threes are the leaving current. Now apply the KCL at this particular point. So just remind yourself what is the KCL definition. Okay, I will give you the 30 seconds of time. Just remind yourself what is the KCL. Okay. Okay. Now from this circuit, according to the KCL, entering current is a leaving current. So I bar is equals to IR plus IL plus IC. Okay. Now from the circuit we can write that this one is from the circuit. From the circuit we can write it as I bar is equals to IR plus IL plus IC. IR plus IL plus IC. But just now we have calculated what is the IR. What is IR? V at an angle G, that is equals to IR at an angle 0. So this we got IR, say magnitude IR at an angle 0 degrees, plus IL we got IL at an angle minus 90 degrees. At the same time IC at an angle plus 90 degrees. So these are the three currents which we have calculated. Now we will write into the J notation. This will get IR. Okay. This minus 90 I will get minus J into IL. This is plus J into IC. Okay. From this equation I can write that IR minus, I will take J as common. So I will get I plus J, IC minus IL. So this is the total current I in terms of complex form. Now I need the magnitude. This is I bar. So if I need the magnitude, I can write the magnitude as square root of, okay, IR square plus IC minus IL whole square into angle tan inverse of imaginary by real. This is IC minus IL by IR. So this is the magnitude as well as the angle of your total current present in a RLC series circuit, parallel circuit. Now the same equation in other words we can write is I into bar equal to V into Y bar. So this is, I can write it as V bar into Y bar, that is equals to what we can write in terms of V into G plus, okay, this one is we got V into BL at an angle minus 90 degrees, okay. At the same time, this is V into BC at an angle plus 90 degrees. V into BC at an angle plus 90 degrees. Now I can write it as in a complex form, VG minus J into VBL plus J into VBC. So from these three, I will take V as a common, G plus J into BC minus BL. BC minus BL. Okay. Now finally I will get the admittance Y bar is equals to G plus J into BC minus BL. So this is the admittance present in the circuit. So the nature of the circuit is depend upon these reactance BC minus BL. Now for this one, if I want to calculate the magnitude, I will get the magnitude as square root of G square plus BC minus BL whole square, okay, into angle is tan inverse of imaginary by real. This is BC minus BL by G. Okay. Now BC minus BL combined together, we can write it as a B also. Now the nature of the circuit is depend upon this BL minus BC quantity. As usual, like in our series RLC circuit, we have seen that the nature of the circuit has been decided by the reactance present in the circuit. Now depending upon this one, if we take three cases, here I will consider case 1. So I will consider case 1. In a case 1, what we have taken, BC minus BL, if it is a greater than 0, I will take initially. So in this condition, BC is greater than BL. So when the capacitive admittance is more than inductive, then this RLC parallel circuit will behave as capacitive in nature. Capacitive nature. Capacitive nature. Why? Because BC is more than BL. Now I will consider case 2. Okay. In a case 2, I will take this BC minus BL is less than 0. Now from this I can write that BC is less than BL. So in this case, the RLC parallel circuit will behave as inductive nature. Inductive nature. Inductive nature. Now and the third one we will consider is case 3. What is the case 3? When BC minus BL is equals to 0. Now from this I can write BC is equals to BL. When both are cancel out each other, it behaves as a resistive nature. Resistive nature. Okay, resistive nature. So depending on this BL and BC values, this parallel RLC circuit will correspondingly behave as capacitive nature, inductive nature and resistive nature. When BC is greater than BL, then it is act as a capacitive nature. When BC is less than BL, it is inductive in nature. When BL equal to BC, it is resistive nature. Now if you see the corresponding vector diagrams for three conditions, so I will take this one is V as a reference. Okay. Now as usual, this one is current IC, okay, and this one is capacitive current. So this is my IL. Why? Because IL lags behind the voltage. IL, this is V as a reference, okay. Now this is IC. So if I take opposite side of IL, this quantity I will get IC minus IL. IC minus IL. So the resultant I will get somewhere here. Okay. The resultant of these two I will get here. Okay. This is the resultant current I. This is the resultant current I. So this is a vector diagram for case 1. Now at the same time, if you see the vector diagram for case 2. So for this one also I will take V as a reference. Okay. Initially inductor current. Okay. When inductor is more, this is IC I will take. Now this one is extra. Now this is my reference V bar, okay, and this is the IC current. Why? Because current leads IC, okay. This is my IL. When BL is more than BC, obviously current is also more than. So I will take this one. Then here I will get this is IL minus IC. Why? Because IL is more. Now if you take the resultant of these two, I will get the resultant as here. Okay. This is the vector diagram for case 2. Okay. This is I. Okay. This is case 2. Now if you see the vector diagram for case 3, so this is my reference, okay, this is IC and this is IL, okay. When BL is equal to BC, so this is equals to this quantity. So these are both are same. So when both are same, we will get resistive in nature. So the resultant current I. So these two are in phase with each other. So this is a vector diagram of case 3. So this is for case 2. Sorry. So this is for case 2 and this is for case 3. So see, if you observe here in case 1, here we had taken IC is more than IL. So in a case 2 we have taken IL is more than IC, and case 3 we have taken IL equal to IC. So this is, we will get IC and this is IL. Okay. So this is how we can able to analyze the parallel RLC circuit when it is excited by a AC source. Okay.